Wait, are you watching this?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Rosie, what up with that? Sit. Down. So that was kind of funny in the beginning. We got down, sit, down, sit, down, sit. That usually is an indication to me that the dog is getting treated immediately for downs. And if they don't get treated immediately for lying down, they're going to pop back up and try a different behavior. So I want to make sure that at this stage of our training game, in our team training, Rosie team training, that sit, down, yes, that I'm holding off on giving the marker word, and I'm holding off on any kind of rewards for at least 5, maybe 10 seconds, so that the longevity now of remaining in the down is what the reward is about. Not just hitting that position, but remaining in that position. And then I'm going to continue the reward as the dog is in the down, so that I can start to work on my stay part of this exercise, which we've done some with her, but I think she needed a good reminder about what to do. Okay, and making sure we use our release word at the end of those exercises so she knows she's done and she's finished and she just can't get up on her own. All right, so the big thing that we focus on in the next 4 weeks is taking the skills that we've already learned and starting to add distance and distraction. So sometimes we call it like taking the show on the road. Like we've worked on these basic skills in a place that's very controlled, and how now can we start to expand that dog's learning in other environments? So that's kind of our number one rule right now, is that we're really trying to focus on that. So come on, Rosie. Down, yes. So when I say distance and distraction, I also mean, what does that look like if Rosie, sit. So if I start to back up, now she's going to offer me that behavior, but if I'm not standing right next to her, we're going to do something here. Down. So you can see how even there, yes. You can see how even by me gaining a couple feet of distance away from her and asking her to do it down, it becomes a whole nother ballgame for her. That's like we've changed some criteria. We've changed the way we've practiced. I'm usually right next to the dog. So we need to see what that looks like. So I can practice this by myself by tethering the dog to something. I'm using Margaret as my human tether. But I could have somebody else, or I could have the leash tied up to something and me start to gain distance. So we're going to try again. Here, go find it. There we go. I'm using that mat again just as a helpful reminder. Rosie! I think it went under her mat.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Rosie! Down? Yes. Good. Eventually, again, down means down wherever you are when I make that cue. So if I'm 10 feet away and I say down, it doesn't mean run to me and lie down. It means hit the deck right where you heard that word. So right now we're sort of preventing her from moving to me, so she starts to get the idea. But eventually she's going to need to learn that's, regardless of whether you feel any pressure on your leash, go find it.
It's right here. Go find it.
So confusing. Rosie, down. Down. Yeah.
Oh, so close.
Down. Yes. Good job.
Very nice. Okay, I'm done with that.
And the other thing we really are hammering home this in the next couple weeks is recall. We've got to get that recall so solid. So
Here you go. Ready? Go find it. Maybe it's all that furry fur that she can't see. Rosie, come. Good job.
I want you to think about practicing recall using the best treats that you can find every time you use the word come, and not using them for anything else. So when we are practicing recall, I want you to think about chicken, hot dogs, string cheese. I'm not sure yet what her absolute favorite thing is. You're gonna have to play around a little bit, but I usually have a combination of those things. So not just our boring kibble, not our store-bought dog treats, something that's really, really high value. And I want you to think about only using those when you're practicing the word come. All right?
Ready? Come on. Go get that. Rosie! Come!
In that collar grab.
Here we go. Rosie, come. Yes. Good job.
Just lots of repetition and fantastic treats. Those are the kinds of things that we're going to be working on over the next couple weeks. All right, have a good day. Bye. Yes. So asking for multiple things for one treat is another way that we're going to expand Rosie's skill set. Okay, so when she learns something, we now have to start getting her not to necessarily expect to have a treat for every repetition. So touch. Yes. So I'm going to just leave that hand out there. I'm not going to use my marker word yes until she does 2 to 3 touches. Touch. Yes. So that time I got 3. Amazing. Okay. So let's try it again. I'm going to stand sideways so you can see her touch. Yes. Good job. And then I can go back and do an easy version here and there if I want to. Touch. Yes. Good job. Okay. Rosie. Go to your bed. Yes. Touch. Yes. Okay, go to your bed. Okay, really want her to hit that mark for bed. Yes, good job. Okay. Go to your bed. On your bed. Yes, good girl. Good girl. I love the way she puts her head down. Like, is this down enough? Like she gets her head all the way on the ground. So cute. Touch. Go to your bed. Hey, on your bed.
Oh, that's not it. That's not it.
Rosie. Hey. Ready? Go to your bed. Yes. Okay. Good girl. Okay, go to your bed.
Yes. Very nice. That's a good one. Good girl. We love that. Good girl.
Okay. And we're gonna do a little reward zone training for our walking. Rosie, come here.
Oh, everybody wants to be you right now. Margaret.
There you go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so when I practice this, I can have no leash on. Right here. Okay, come on, right here. Stay right at my side. Lots of distractions on the ground. Rosie, come on. Right here. Rosie. Good. Very good. When you're doing reward zone, I unfortunately have some kibble in here, and it's really hard to use kibble or anything that's crunchy or not small enough the dog can just put in their mouth and swallow, because it's hard for them to walk and be chewing on something. So I really want to make sure that when I'm practicing reward zone or when I'm practicing my leash manners, that I have treats that are small enough that, again, puppy and soft, that the puppy can just put in their mouth and swallow. All right, let's try it again.
Yeah. Good job. Let's go. Good job, let's go. Oh, no jumping. Never deliver treats when we're jumping. Come on, let's go. Let's go, hurry up. Hurry up, come on.
Okay, try to avoid the dog crossing over in front of me, so when I go to do a turn, a lot of times I'll take that treat and I'll put it right in front of the dog as I'm turning. Okay, so instead of having this happen, let's see what happens if I don't do that. Let's go. If I turn that way, a lot of times the dog will cross behind me. So I want to just try to make sure, Rosie, that I lure the dog around when I'm turning towards my right. Okay?
I know, it's hard. So many rules. So many rules. Good job though, Rosie.
All right, excuse me. Have a great weekend, you guys.